Hey techies, welcome back to Glitch Radar. Each week, we break down the wildest tech news so you don't have to sift through all the digital chaos yourself. This week has been no exception, so buckle up because things are about to get glitchy. First up, TikTok is back in the spotlight, but this time, it's not for another viral dance challenge. This week, they told a federal appeals court that the US Department of Justice has their facts all twisted. The DOJ is convinced that TikTok is basically an undercover agent for China, collecting our data like a squirrel hoarding acorns for winter. TikTok, of course, says that's just nuts and is fighting back against a law that would force its parent company, ByteDance, to sell its US assets, or get banned faster than a bad influencer prank. Meanwhile, over in Mountain View, California, Google just got served. They lost a major lawsuit, and now there's chatter about whether Google could get broken up like a poorly backed startup. If this happens, we might see the tech giant sliced into pieces like a digital birthday cake. And trust me, every other big tech company is watching this unfold with the kind of nervous energy usually reserved for their stock price during a data breach. Speaking of rides, California just gave the green light to WeRide's passenger robotaxi tests. This means the robots are coming, just not with a Skynet takeover. At least, not yet. These robotaxis will be zooming around without a human behind the wheel, so keep an eye out if you're in the Golden State. And remember, if your cab driver doesn't laugh at your jokes, it's probably just because, well, it's a robot. In other news, Intel decided it's time to say goodbye to its stake in ARM Holdings. Apparently, in the tech world, cutting costs now means selling off entire chunks of companies. This move might seem drastic, but when your balance sheet looks like it's been hit by a crypto crash, sometimes you've just got to make the tough calls. Now, on to something a little more magical. Google just made a splash with Gemini Live at its Made for Google event. The Pixel 9 phones have arrived, and they're bringing some serious AI firepower. You can now have full-on philosophical debates with your digital assistant, which sounds great until you realize your phone might win more arguments than your spouse. It comes with 10 different voices to choose from, so your Pixel can sound like anyone from your grandma to Morgan Freeman. How's that for personalizing your tech? And finally, X, formerly known as Twitter, has decided to pull the plug on its operations in Brazil, citing, you guessed it, censorship issues. Looks like Elon's not a fan of being told what to tweet. So, if you're in Brazil, I guess it's time to say ciao to your favorite bluebird, or whatever X is supposed to be now. Seriously, can someone tell me what the X even stands for? Extra confusion? That's all for this week's Glitch Radar. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the techie madness. Until next time, keep your circuits cool and your glitches under control. See you next week.